And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Beats and the New York Giants. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Detroit!
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Detroit!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun. Hogan escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cameron. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Detroit!
From the gun, Cameron. He leads this one for Howard. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No, check. Patriot!
On first down, they run with Howard. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
To throw on 2nd down. Cameron. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Cameron. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And New York set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Leopard!
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cameron dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gun! 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 Gun!
To throw on 2nd down. Cameron into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, Hogan being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Hogan now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
From the gun, Hogan. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That's some strong running. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Operating from the gun, Cameron. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down. Hogan. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hogan, he'll let it go deep, and he's got his man. Beckham, touchdown Giants. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Gun! 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 Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Cameron. Dancing to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Hogan. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Detroit!
On 1st down, Hogan. Flushed out right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down. Hogan escaping the pressure right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
Detroit! Gun!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. To throw on 2nd down. Hogan trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A first throw for the backup Trubisky. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now Trubisky to throw. Buying time. Now Trubisky lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Detroit! Detroit!
Following the fumble recovery, Hogan. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Barkley already showing the ability to transform this Giant running game as they come up here on first down. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Hey, 18. Red, up. Hey, 18. Jump.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Trubisky to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Hogan, and the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On 3rd down, Hogan. It's caught. Beckham. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. Again, it's Howard. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Collier. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky on the move to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
18.
On first down, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Forced out to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On third down, Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Green 39. Detroit.
Looking to throw on second down. Hogan to Barkley on the check down. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Hogan. He finds his target, Beckham. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Hogan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Running left, it's Barkley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 3rd and 2, Hogan. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey. 4 down. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run with Barkley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
18.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On third down, this is Howard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter